Hey you guys, Corey Comstock with Simply Genius. You guys had a great meetup with Brad yesterday on day one of 25 leads in 5 days. So we're excited to be with you guys. Hopefully yesterday was a huge breakthrough in terms of how it works and how we're using Messenger to enroll our perfect clients consistently and really utilizing the software to get off the, maybe what we would call the revenue roller coaster. So anyways, you guys, what we want to talk about today in this quick video, and we're going to go deeper on this in our upcoming meetup, but we want to talk about the transition, right? So for a lot of us, it's like we ask the questions, we can get the conversation started, but at what point do we actually start transitioning that to either go into a phone call or go into a close on a low ticket offer through Messenger, whatever it is? So here's what I'd say, you guys. When we're getting ready, it's not like we cover this and then there's a fine line in the sand and then we cover that, right? So I want you to think even deeper into it. And it's like when I have a natural conversation, like go back to dating. I always say go to dating, right? So when you were dating, you never went from like, hey, I'm getting to know you. Maybe you were talking on the phone, maybe you went on a date, and before that, but you didn't go straight from, hey, how are you, to, hey, we're going to dinner tomorrow night. It was like, hey, what do you do? How long have you been doing it? Where do you live? Where'd you go to school? Who'd you spend time with? Like, who'd you hang out with? There's all these questions, right? And you're slowly getting deeper into the conversation and you're slowly getting more specific in regards to the questions you ask, right? So think about it like this, you guys. If I'm asking questions and I'm like, hey, so how long have you been in business? Oh, I've been in business for the past 5 years. Perfect. Have you been online for all 5 years? Yeah. I actually went really online the last 2 years. Oh, that's fantastic. So tell me about, like, is it working well for you? You know what? Yeah, it's actually working really well. So here's the problem. If we ask questions like that, it's great, but we also have to understand it's like there needs to be a transition from question, like, why are you asking and what do you need? So it's part of that, you guys, it's conversation, right? So when we have the conversation, we start to turn that a little bit. It's like, hey, so it sounds like you're doing really well. Have you built out a team or are you still doing it on your own? So when I ask questions like that, it puts me in a position to where I can determine, like, okay, are they small? Are they stuck in that solopreneur phase where they need help, right? And usually, if so, it's because there's a cash crunch, right? Or they don't know how to create new clients consistently. So when I transition, my transition's always like go from where they are, what they're doing, to where they want to go. But more importantly, like, how are they going to get there and what's preventing them, right? So it's almost like here they are. Here's where they want to go. What does the bridge look like to get them there? And I'm not talking salesy, like, what if we could, and don't get me wrong, what if questions work well, but it's not all about like painting the dream. It's more so like, hey, so what's your vision for the business? Like, where do you want to take it? Oh, I really want to get to the point where, I have a physical location. Maybe I have a few remote team members and, we want to be doing, couple $1 million a year. We want to be doing multiple 7 figures. And I want to serve people really, really well. I want to be able to afford and support the right team members and those people that we can really support our clients and serve them well. That's awesome. Like that's really, really cool. So let me ask you, like, what do you think's preventing you kind of from getting from here to there? So that's my transition, you guys, in a lot of cases, and I probably have 20 or 30 of them, but that's kind of the high level, like, where are you? Where are you going? What do you want to do? And what's preventing you? So as they tell me, it's like, well, you know what? I'm kind of struggling to bring on enough clients consistently where I could justify bringing on a project manager, a fulfillment manager, or whatever it is, right? Depending on the business you're in. So as I start asking those questions, it's like, how do I go deeper? It's like, okay, so what if you had that person? Like, what if you had the right person? Oh, well, I mean, Corey, that would make all the difference in the world to me, right? So you guys can see we're going to talk deeper about this, but hopefully it was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. 25 leads in 5 days coming at you. We'll talk soon, guys.